All right, so you need to be able to measure the embroidery thread that you're going to use for your stress monster for the outside. So here is how I did it. So I chose the really large-eyed needle that's in your kit, just so I can get all of the layers through there. So I'm going to set that aside. So you have your embroidery thread that looks like this. So we are going to go ahead and measure. I think 2 yards should be good. So 2 yards, 1 yard is 36 inches. So I'm going to measure 1 and then 2. So 36 inches times 2. So that should be enough. And then we're just going to clip that off. And for this particular stress monster, you can choose to use all 5 threads if you want to, but I chose 4. So there's 5 in each strand. So I just want to remove 1 of the strands. So how you do that, you hold on to the top of it with your fingers, and you have to go super, super slow. Otherwise, it will get into a big knot. So I am just going to pull out 1. And you see how I've got it in between my fingers, and I'm doing it super slow. Because if you do it too fast, it will all knot up, and then you'll have a big mess of embroidery thread. So look at that. I'm just pulling out 1 so that at the end I have 4 strands. And you can choose to use less strands if you want to. You just have to pull them out. So this is the proper way to divide your strands of embroidery thread. Okay, so you can set aside that single strand and use it later if you'd like to. Okay, so now straighten out your strand so you don't have any knots in it. And then I'm going to go ahead and knot. So we wrap it around several times, and then we roll it off of our finger. And then we have a nice big knot. Okay, and you can just cut off that extra. Okay, and then on the other end, so now we have 4 strands of our embroidery thread. The other end, we're just going to clip the ends so we have nice clean clip. And then I am going to thread this. So make sure you're using that really big-eyed needle so that it all goes through there. Okay, and then make sure you have quite a bit on the other side so it doesn't come out. If it's too short like that, as you're sewing, it will come out, and then you'll have to rethread your needle. Okay, so about 2 yards should be sufficient for going around your stress monster on the outside of the stress monster.